From olive oil to construction, Efthimios Mavromatis is a Greek-Canadian entrepreneur who is proving that you really can do it all. We're so excited to welcome him to the show. Hello.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank
Thank
you
you for
so
having me.
much for joining us today. So for those just getting to know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I have a construction company and an olive oil company. I also am very active with soccer because that's my main passion, and that's how everything started actually with soccer, and everything I learned how to run businesses and everything came from soccer. So for me, soccer was my number one school. Yeah, I came to Canada in 2020. I was actually born in Canada, but moved moved in Greece when I was only a month old. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I
And you're
guess.
someone that wears like many hats in the world of entrepreneurship. Like you mentioned, you came to Canada almost 3 years ago to coach soccer, and you ended up starting your own construction company. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So that actually, I guess it just kind of happened. So what happened was I came to Canada to start a brands of soccer academies for PAOK. I have a very good relationship with PAOK in Greece, and they allow me to start their brands here. So when I came here, what happened was I kind of knocked the wrong doors, and I didn't receive the help that I was hoping because I didn't know anyone at the moment in Canada. So that didn't work out very well. So what made the more sense for me was to get in the construction business because my father and my brother-in-law are contractors. So yeah, so when I came to the picture working with them, it made more sense to us to start a new company, a more modern approach of construction, let's say. And it worked out very, very well. That's how Buildan got started with three partners, myself, my father, and my brother-in-law. And now it's growing by itself. It's beautiful.
And I've seen the work that you do as well, and it is beautiful. So tell us a little bit more about building construction and just that modern approach to construction that you mentioned.
Yes. So what I noticed when I got into the construction industry as a worker, what I noticed is that there was a lot of lack in let's say communication between a contractor and a client or anyone in between, like designers, people that are giving permits and all that stuff. So that was my role to fill that gap and let's say expand our network. And also what I didn't like from the existing contractors here in Toronto, they had a very, not all of them, but they had a very, let's say, bad name in terms of how sometimes sloppy they are, or they don't pay attention in details, or they leave a big mess behind, dust and all that. So I thought construction, okay, there is a lot of mess and dust during the process, of course, but it doesn't have to be a very dirty job, a very, let me rephrase, a very dirty process for the client. Okay. And so yeah, we wanted to give something more, a better quality job, less headache and less dust and dirt for the client. And also I wanted a contractor like myself and my partners to be members of the, let's say, of a bigger network downtown Toronto, if that makes any sense. Like not that just the neighborhood contractor. So that was the approach we took. That's how Buildan came. The logo of Buildan, it was a funny story how the logo happened. Me and my brother-in-law were just at a table with some papers, and we were just drawing with our hands random ideas, and we ended up in this idea that we wanted something Canadian. So half of the logo is the maple leaf, on the center is the CN Tower, and on the right, it's buildings, represents us. And the name Bilden is Middle Age English. It means to build. And that's how the company got created, basically.
There you go. That's amazing. And you do have another family business under your belt as well. In 2022, you launched Argo with your brother, where you export olive oil, but also other products from Greece as well. So tell us about creating that brand and just some of your products.
Yes, so Argo was mostly my brother's idea, my little brother's Harilo idea. We always wanted to do something together. We always work very good together, and we have a very nice relationship together. And it was always an idea of us working together. Argo as a company was mostly my brother's idea, and I think he nailed it because the name, the logo, the presentation, all of that, it's a work of my brother's and his partner in his marketing company, because my brother's in marketing in Greece. And that's how Argo got created, because also my father is a very big enthusiast of olive oil and olives. So he had a way better experience than us on that term, and he helped us a lot. And yeah, the name Argo came from the idea that even though we do have our own trees of olives and our own olive oil, we wanted eventually the company to be more than that. Oregano and honey and all of those natural products. So the name Argo came as an idea because in mythology, Argo was the ship that traveled that known world back then to discover all the world's treasures. So we thought that's a cool name, because that's kind of what we want to do eventually. Find the best honey we can find the best oregano we can find, and bring it all here, find all the natural treasures. And that's how Argo got created, basically.
So Efthimios, what is it about entrepreneurship that made it the path for you?
Oh, good question. I guess it's because I hate what ifs, and I always like taking risks, and my mind always thinks of more and more ideas. Honestly, I have so many ideas, I don't have enough time to to do them, to make them happen. Yeah, it's just natural for me to just try stuff out. I just love trying and see how it goes. If it fails, it fails. If it works, it works. I just hate what ifs.
That's fair. And something that is so special about to see is like your commitment to the values of a family business. So what does all that mean to you?
I can say this confidently. Whoever said that you cannot work with family haven't met my family. Because I'm not the easiest person to deal with. I'll be honest. And also, it's not that I even though I'm here talking today, it's not me. It's not myself. Argo, it's not me. Building, it's not me. I'm just part of those companies. For example, my father and my brother-in-law are the best contractors I ever met. It's true. My little brother, his marketing skills and photography skills are off the charts. He's unbelievable. And I think, honestly, because we started basically with zero network, zero connections here in Canada. We just started a company out of nothing and grew it. We found a lot of struggles during the way, and a lot of problems. And the only reason why the company has actually succeeded, I believe, is because of our relationship in the family. Because even at the beginning, where there's no profits, no earnings, only losings. Some people lose more in the company, some people lose less, and not only that, and because it was the first time we actually did the olive oil business, we did a lot of mistakes. We lost a lot of money and a lot of time. So if I had other partners, it will be like, this doesn't work. Anyways, I would have a different reaction from them, because we're family, because we are very strong together. We always deal with every struggle in life together. It was very easy and very smooth to pass every struggle in the business industry together.
Really proves that it does take a village sometimes, right? That you can grow and learn from each other and from different obstacles as well.
And I think we complete each other a lot. We are a big family, and it's one of us has a different personality, different skills, different strengths. I think we all complete each other. I'm very lucky.
That's amazing. And it does lead me to my next question, because you have achieved so much in such a short amount of time. So what has the past few years, from moving to Canada to growing your businesses, what has that all taught you about yourself?
About myself?
Very tough question. It is a tough question.
Yeah, I guess about myself that I don't want this to sound bad, but I guess the one thing I'm proud of myself, if I may say, is that I don't give up. I had many, let's say, opportunities to give up, and I didn't. And thank God I didn't.
Oh, that's incredible. And so in saying that, what is your advice to entrepreneurs, especially, young entrepreneurs, when they're just starting their business?
Yes. Okay. Two things. I'll say two things on that. One is that the biggest asset you have, it's time, and don't feel bad to say no to people. Don't feel bad to offend people by ghosting them or whatever. Time is your biggest asset, and every minute you spend in something that doesn't bring you more closer to your goal, it's a wasted time. It's a wasted minute. So time is everything. And the second thing I will say is just network. Build your network as much as possible. Even if I've met people that are very shy people to go out in events and talk to each other, and what they do actually is they just spam a lot on Instagram and social media. It's not my preference, but it works for them. They just talk to people. You never know who you're gonna meet by that. You never know. Opportunities only come from people. So yeah, build your network.
That's amazing advice. Yeah, that's really good advice. And there's definitely power in a network. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I really appreciate it for having me.
Thank you so much. And to keep up with Efthimios, be sure to follow him on social.